Cosmology, is the study of the origin, evolution, and eventual fate of the universe. Physical cosmology is the scholarly and scientific study of the origin, evolution, large-scale structures and dynamics, and ultimate fate of the universe, as well as the scientific laws that govern these realities. Religious cosmology is a body of beliefs based on the historical, mythological, religious, and esoteric literature and traditions of creation and eschatology. Physical cosmology is studied by scientists, such as astronomers, and theoretical physicists. And academic philosophers, such as metaphysicians, philosophers of physics, and philosophers of space and time. Modern cosmology is dominated by the Big Bang theory, which attempts to bring together observational astronomy and particle physics. Although the word cosmology is recent, the study of the universe has a long history involving science, philosophy, esotericism and religion. Related studies include cosmogony, which focuses on the origin of the universe, and cosmography, which maps the features of the universe. Cosmology is also connected to astronomy, but while the former is concerned with the universe as a whole, the latter deals with individual celestial objects. Disciplines, physics and astrophysics have played a central role in shaping the understanding of the universe through scientific observation and experiment. What is known as physical cosmology has been shaped through both mathematics and observation in an analysis of the whole universe. The universe is generally understood to have begun with a Big Bang, followed almost instantaneously by cosmic inflation. An expansion of space from which the universe is thought to have emerged 13.798 to plus or minus 0.037 billion years ago. Metaphysical cosmology has also been described as the placing of man in the universe in relationship to all other entities. This is exemplified by the observation made by Marcus Aurelius of a man's place in that relationship: he who does not know what the world is does not know where he is, and he who does not know for what purpose the world exists, does not know who he is, nor what the world is. Physical cosmology. Physical cosmology is the branch of physics and astrophysics that deals with the study of the physical origins and evolution of the universe. It also includes the study of the nature of the universe on its very largest scales. In its earliest form it was what is now known as celestial mechanics, the study of the heavens. The Greek philosophers Aristarchus of Samos, Aristotle and Ptolemy proposed different cosmological theories. In particular, the geocentric Ptolemaic system was the accepted theory to explain the motion of the heavens until Nicolaus Copernicus, and subsequently Johannes Kepler and Galileo Galilei proposed a heliocentric system in the 16th century. This is known as one of the most famous examples of epistemological rupture in physical cosmology. With Isaac Newton and the 1687 publication of Principia Mathematica, the problem of the motion of the heavens was finally solved. Newton provided a physical mechanism for Kepler's laws, and his law of universal gravitation allowed the anomalies in previous systems, caused by gravitational interaction between the planets, to be resolved. A fundamental difference between Newton's cosmology and those preceding it was the Copernican principle that the bodies on Earth obey the same physical laws as all the celestial bodies. This was a crucial philosophical advance in physical cosmology. Modern scientific cosmology is usually considered to have begun in 1917 with Albert Einstein's publication of his final modification of general relativity in the paper Cosmological Considerations of the General Theory of Relativity. General relativity prompted cosmogonists such as Willem de Sitter, Carl Schwarzschild and Arthur Eddington to explore the astronomical consequences of the theory, which enhanced the growing ability of astronomers to study very distant objects. Prior to this, physicists assumed that the universe was static and unchanging. In parallel to this dynamic approach to cosmology, one long-standing debate about the structure of the cosmos was coming to a climax. Mount Wilson astronomer Harlow Shapley championed the model of a cosmos made up of the Milky Way star system only, while Heber D. Curtis argued for the idea that spiral nebulae were star systems in their own right or Euro-island universes. This difference of ideas came to a climax with the organization of the Great Debate at the meeting of the National Academy of Sciences in Washington on April 26, 1920. The resolution of this debate came with the detection of novae in the Andromeda Galaxy by Edwin Hubble in 1923 and 1924. Their distance established spiral nebulae well beyond the edge of the Milky Way. Subsequent modeling of the universe explored the possibility that the cosmological constant, introduced by Einstein in his 1917 paper, may result in an expanding universe, depending on its value. Thus the Big Bang model was proposed by the Belgian priest Georges Lemaire, registered trademark in 1927, which was subsequently corroborated by Edwin Hubble's discovery of the redshift in 1929 and later by the discovery of the cosmic microwave background radiation by Arno Penzias and Robert Woodrow Wilson in 1964. These findings were a first step to rule out some of many alternative physical cosmologies. Recent observations made by the COBE and WMAP satellites observing this background radiation have effectively, in many scientists' eyes, transformed cosmology from a highly speculative science into a predictive science, as these observations matched predictions made by a theory called cosmic inflation, which is a modification of the standard Big Bang model. This has led many to refer to modern times as the golden age of cosmology. On March 17, 2014, astronomers at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics announced the detection of gravitational waves, providing strong evidence for inflation and the Big Bang. However, on June 19, 2014, lowered confidence in confirming the cosmic inflation findings was reported. Historical cosmologies. Table notes: the term statics simply means not expanding and not contracting. Symbol G represents Newton's gravitational constant. I is the cosmological constant. Religious and mythological cosmology. Mythological cosmology deals with the world as the totality of space, time and all phenomena. Historically, it has had quite a broad scope, and in many cases was founded in religion. The ancient Greeks did not draw a distinction between this use in their model for the cosmos. However, in modern use it addresses questions about the universe which are beyond the scope of science. It is distinguished from religious cosmology in that it approaches these questions using philosophical methods. Modern metaphysical cosmology tries to address questions such as, what is the origin of the universe? What is its first cause? Is its existence necessary? What are the ultimate material components of the universe? What is the ultimate reason for the existence of the universe? Does the cosmos have a purpose? Does the existence of consciousness have a purpose? How do we know what we know about the totality of the cosmos? Does cosmological reasoning reveal metaphysical truths? See also. Notes. References: Cronin, Vincent, The View from Planet Earth, Man Looks at the Cosmos, New York, William Morrow and Company, Incorporated, 1981, ISBN 0-688-00642-6, Jean-Marc Rouvière, Bravez Mar Copyright Citation sur la Croix Copyright Ashen du Monde, Le Matin, Paris 2006. Roos, Matt's Introduction to Cosmology. John Wiley & Sons, Limited, Chichester, 2003. Hawley, John F. and Catherine A. Holcomb, Foundations of Modern Cosmology. Oxford University Press, Oxford, 1998. Hetherington, Norris S. Cosmology, Historical, Literary, Philosophical, Religious, and Scientific Perspectives. Garland Publishing, New York, 1993. Long, Barry. The Origins of Man and the Universe, ISBN 0-9508050-6-8, Martinus Thompson's The Third Testament is about the explanation of life, everything inside it and the reason of it. Arthur Koestler's The Sleepwalkers provides a scholarly study of the history of cosmology from the Chaldeans to Kepler. Schechner, Sarah J. Comets, Popular Culture, and the Birth of Modern Cosmology. Princeton, New Jersey, Princeton University Press. 1997. Weinberg, Stephen, 1992. Dreams of a Final Theory, ISBN 0-679-41923-3, a non-technical book. Weinberg, Stephen, 2008. Cosmology ISBN 0-19-852682-2 a Euro theoretical textbook. External links, Cosmic Journey, A History of Scientific Cosmology from the American Institute of Physics, Project Cosmology A Schematic for the Cosmos, Introduction to Cosmology David Leith's Lectures from the ICTP Summer School in High Energy Physics and Cosmology, The Sophia Centre for the Study of Cosmology and Culture, University of Wales Trinity St David, The Genesis Cosmic Chemistry Module.